Hello, my name is Anthony Dion, and I'm at the trade show. Talk about charging system operations and testing. So here we have a simple charging system diagram. Here we have the generator, also known as an alternator, which has a power cable leading to the battery. So as the generator is spinning, it charges the battery. And here we have a alternator taken apart. We have here's the stator, the rotor, we have the diode assembly, the brushes, and the regulator right here. We also have the slip rings, which as the rotor spins in the stator, it creates an electromagnet, which transfer the brushes right here spin on the slip rings to transfer the energy as they get transferred from AC to DC current, and the regulator keeps the energy from spiking so it doesn't mess up any electrical components in the car. So now we're going to be testing for voltage drop across the power cable and the positive on the alternator. So you stick your lead on the positive terminal and your lead on the positive, and you're going to read about 0.09 volts, which is good. And now we'll be doing a test on the negative side of the alternator. So you're going to go to the negative terminal on the battery into the casing of the alternator, which we're reading about 0.06, which is as well good. Okay, so now we'll be doing a ripple test on the alternator. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your negative lead from your voltmeter and put it on the negative terminal of the battery, and your positive lead from your voltmeter and put it on the B terminal of your alternator. And you're going to read 0.050 volts, which is within spec. Okay, so now I'll be using the oscilloscope to do a ripple test on the alternator. So what you're going to do, you want to turn it on. Well, first you want to make sure your connections are hooked up right, which your positive lead in channel 1 goes to the B terminal on the alternator, and your ground goes to the ground on the negative cable on the battery. So once you are done hooking it up, you want to click 4-channel oscilloscope. Then you want to go to component selection, electrical, OK, alternator ripple, select OK, and then you want to go to 10 milliseconds, and then now it shows you how it's charging, its spikes, and everything else. Okay, so now I'll be testing to see how well the alternator actually works. So what I'm going to do is you connect the positive cable to the positive terminal and your ground cable to a ground on the vehicle, and then you put your amp clamp on the positive cable, and you start up the vehicle, and then hold the car to about 2250 to 2500 RPM. And what you're going to do is you're going to increase the draw on it until you get to it says about 10 volts. It's a good stopping point, just to see how well this alternator actually works.